Hello, Waleed. So my name is Stan. I'm a partner client executive at Cleverence. So we are an independent software vendor. Provide automation solutions amongst a lot of other things. So today, just wanted to have a conversation with you as an expert, specifically in e-commerce. I believe you have very good experience. So just wanted to hear some things from you, and I have a couple of questions prepared. So if you're ready to go, we can start.
Okay. Hello, Stan. It's a pleasure to meet you today, and thanks for having me for this podcast. Uh, I'm interested to discuss how do we operate the warehouses and logistics in MENA region and our emerging markets, and how it is differ from the modern or the well-developed countries. So go ahead and let's start with your questions, and I will answer you.
Perfect, perfect. Let's get right to it. So, um, about you, just a little bit about yourself. Um, you know, for people who don't know you yet, how do you usually introduce yourself? What's your experience, and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Waleed Ahmed from Egypt. I have around 12 years of warehouse operations, specifically in the e-commerce warehouse management. I worked for Jumia, HyperOne, Ranin, Capital, and other startup companies. I
Mm-hmm.
usually handle the last mile deliveries, inventory management, first mile. Also, I passed by the vendor management and procurement. This is quickly my brief about my experience.
Perfect. No, that's wonderful. Right on. So a lot of experience in a lot of actually in a lot of fields. So the whole like end to end. Um,
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, as you mentioned, um, in regards to the e-commerce, how did you end up in this field? Was it like a deliberate move, or did it kind of like find you?
No, I started after my graduation,
Okay.
joined the company because my main graduation field it was business management measured in accounting. I joined
Oh,
a small company as working in an accounting department, but I had a chance because my teammate was has another chance to leave the company. I moved
mhm.
to the logistics team.
Oh,
Starting 2009, I moved to the logistics department and I began to understand and learn how do we operate the logistics and the fleet management. I was
okay,
responsible to manage around 15 trucks delivering mineral water and water dispenser devices to our B2B customers, who's mainly B2B business.
mm-hmm.
After this, the company was a Chinese company called Seaway. After Seaway, I moved to Lavash Kiri, Bell. I was handling the ordering for the VIP customers or the key account customers, like the Carrefour, all the hypermarkets in Egypt, like Hyper One,
Mm-hmm.
something called the Mahmal. After Lavash Kiri, I get the first chance to join the e-commerce. It was with Jumia. Jumia was just 1 year in Egypt starting their business, and they were moving from a small warehouse to another big warehouse at around 5,000, the new one,
Mm-hmm.
5,000 meters. This was in around 2013. I
Okay.
joined Jumia as a last mile delivery manager,
Mm-hmm.
leading around 50 delivery associates, deliver orders to customers. And later, I got also the responsibility for the first mile for the cross docking model. I manage the delivery associates who pick the items from vendors.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the end-to-end logistics inside Jumia. After that, Jumia become let's say expanded more. I got responsibility for one of the categories. It was the packaging materials category. I got responsibility for launching this category from A to Z, acquiring the vendors, define the product itself, determine the specifications, set the warehouse operations, the demand, forecast the consumption, because I was responsible to serve or offer these products to normal the end users and our partner vendors who
Mhm.
pack the orders at their site. They were ordering normally like end user from the website, ordering the packaging materials, and I do the full cycle, starting from purchasing of the packaging materials, store it, pick, pack, ship, and deliver it to them. And in case of any return or any issues with the product, I do also the reverse logistics.
Okay. So yeah, end to end situation essentially. Okay,
Exactly.
got
After
it.
that, I continued in the e-commerce industry.
Mm-hmm.
Moved to HyperOne. HyperOne is one of the leading hypermarkets in Egypt.
Yep.
I launched the e-commerce business unit from scratch for them. It
Oh,
was
nice.
yes, it was at 0 point. I
Mm-hmm.
started building the warehouse, hiring the team, buying the equipment, designing the workflow, designing the replenishment and the sourcing for the products, determining even the assortment, because I have many challenges there. Hyper One is famous and very known for its variety and selling, let's say, as far as I remember, maybe 300K products.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and I didn't have the enough space to have the same assortment. So I had to do some analysis, check what is the 80% of our purchases comes from which 20% of the products, to
Mm-hmm.
determine which products actually to serve for the online business and which to leave. Also, what is the quantities to have, so not overstock for some products that is not sold as fast as possible, and miss other products which is important for the customer.
Mm-hmm.
This for Hyper One. After Hyper One, I moved to Capita. Capita, unfortunately, is a shut down because of some economical issues. It
It's
was
business.
yeah,
It
it was
happens.
a B2B business serving FMCG products to all regular retailers and HoReCa products for
Mm-hmm.
restaurants and hotels. I was managing four warehouses as a regional fulfillment manager for Cairo and Giza. After Capital, I moved to Ranin. Ranin is one of the famous retailers for the home appliances in Egypt. They have around 55 branches across Egypt, plus the e-commerce business. I was leading the operations for the e-commerce business, including the warehouse management, logistics, and 3PL management, vendor relationships and vendor operations, reverse logistics, also our own fleet.
Mm-hmm.
This is the whole story.
Yeah, that's really good. Thank you for explaining that. Actually, kind of like I even understood the whole thing. Like, even though I'm not in e-commerce, like, not that experienced in e-commerce to that extent. Okay, that's great. So, as far as e-commerce, is there anything that you would say it taught you compared to traditional retail?
Yes, the traditional retail, you can say it's something mm, slow,
Mm-hmm.
bulk usually,
Right.
with minimum number of customers.
Mm.
So however you are dealing with specific customers, you know them, they know you.
Right.
Always purchasing products in a bulk because they take it and resell or whatever. But for the e-commerce, you are dealing with the end user directly. So let's say
Exactly.
eh, for the normal operations or the corporate operations, let's say you process 100 orders a day. This is
Mm-hmm.
something considered as a big number for corporate. But when it comes to e-commerce, imagine you can serve up to, let's say, on average, if you are a small company, you can process 1,000 order per day, and this is
Exactly.
not too big. Yeah. In the e-commerce, each order is a case, is a
Mhm.
problem, an issue.
Yeah.
It passes with a lot of layers of fulfillment, starting from the product itself and the product listing, the data, the content that appear in the website. Is it correct? The data telling the customer what he is going to buy.
Hmm.
Also, we're in the emerging countries or countries like Egypt and the low culture countries,
Mhm.
we also have a trust issue because I
Yeah.
don't see you, so I cannot order from you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, many people in Egypt and other countries consider the e-commerce is you are going to cheat me.
Yeah, they're trying to cheap you. Yeah, 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 exactly. No, I
Yeah,
know exactly what he means. I've been in a lot of countries, and it's just, I guess, it seems like in like the other countries, like North America, like a little bit in Europe, they kind of went a little bit quicker with it, so they're already used to it. So it's a little bit better. I lived in Egypt in Sharm el Sheikh actually for like half a year with my wife, so I know exactly what it means. I remember how we try to order something. I don't remember the. I think it was Noon or Zoom or something like that. I don't remember, but like
no,
the
no,
delivery
yes.
times was like a month, and I was like, no, I would rather
Wow.
just go. I'll just go to Carrefour, and just buy whatever I need. Like it's way too much.
Yes, this is the challenge. Yes, starting from having the product listed online to
Yeah,
the product availability in the warehouse. Is it really available or not? Because
exactly.
we also due to the lack of the technology, due to the lack of the right tools to control your inventory, lack of the well educated manpower. So we are
Mhm.
facing a lot of issues like stockouts, wrong or
Yeah,
misplaced products. So you miss a lot of sales due to this. After having the product in the warehouse, hopefully you do the pick, pack, ship. You
yeah,
you face the other on the road issues, the logistics issues, the damage issues, the safety issues. So this is uh, all the challenges that you are facing in the e-commerce. Each order
yeah,
you will expect one of these issues: stock out, wrong content, the item is theft, the item is broken, the
hmm,
customer didn't like the t-shirt because whatever the reason, so
yeah,
the return it must be returned. This is the difference between the corporate or the regular or traditional warehouse fulfillment and the
uh-huh.
e-commerce one.
Yeah. It does sound a bit more complex, a bit more. A lot of things could go wrong.
Exactly.
Got it. Got it. So since we're on that topic, as far as the e-commerce warehouse, like if you were to pick one operation that you would want to talk about and like walk me like through like a day, you kind of already did, but within those operations, is there one that like always, there's like something wrong, like maybe in the picking, maybe in the packing, last mile or returns, like is there anything that you always kind of like, oh yeah, it's like nine out of 10 times there's going to be an issue?
Actually, it's just not focused or centralized in one process,
Okay.
but it happens. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes let's take all the journey for the product storage, starting from the receiving, what we're facing and the receiving. Something that's coming from the vendor itself. Maybe the vendor sent a wrong product. The
Oh
vendor
yeah.
do something called the hidden damage.
Yes.
This unfortunately leads to conducting a lot or high percentage of inspection. So instead of you take 5% or 10% to check some product,
Uh-huh.
you have to do sometimes 50% or more to
Oh.
ensure that the product is intact, the quantity is right, the product is correct. Start this is for the receiving. So in the receiving or the inbound part, you have to ensure the product comes uh, the right product, the right description, the right quantity, the right condition. So to do
Yeah,
this also cost you
like
long
labor time
operations
basically. Yeah.
and labor and yes, a lot of things.
Hmm.
We try from my perspective, I try to control this because something like applying penalties on these vendors
Mm.
because I will not pay for your mistakes. So in case
Yeah.
you come to my warehouse and you are saying you are delivering 100 products of SKU XYZ, it must be the case. If it's not the case, I will cost you the time for inspecting this. I will not give you some. There is an Egyptian word, famous word. I will give you a pack of sugar and tell you
Mm.
Please count it. No, I will not count it, that sugar, the sugar
Yeah,
pack.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you deal with the problem. Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
so
see.
whenever I face any issue, I will apply penalty on you. I will do the regular check, smart check, 5%, 10%. If I
Mhm.
face an issue, I will go up to 20% or 50%, and accordingly, I will apply penalty. So this to
I
make
see.
sure the vendor care about his delivery, and he want to make sure that he will not return back with his shipment. This is for
Right.
the receiving. So it's
Hmm.
100% about the inspection and the quality assurance for the product itself and the overall aspects. When it comes to storage, so mainly it's human errors.
Mm.
Like he forget to update the system after he placed or put away the shipments.
Yeah, yeah.
He forget to add some labels, or the guy mixed some labels on some products. It's mainly human errors for the
Human
put
error.
away.
Hmm.
Ending finally that you cannot find the product when it comes to picking, or you have the wrong stock available for the customer online.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
big issue.
when it comes to the third step or the third step in this journey, it's the picking. After customer ordering, when you come to picking,
Hmm.
uh, the picking process is the most time extensive, or the biggest labor cost in the warehouse. So I try always to make it as smart as much as we can. As you know, there is multiple strategies in the picking.
Oh yeah.
According to the company, according to product size, according to the order volume, and according to the basket size, you have to decide one strategy that eliminates or minimize the operator journey or the operator distance to process. So for
Hmm.
the picking actually is based in it is the core for the warehouse operation.
Hmm.
Firstly, you have to allocate your inventory in a smart way, like analyzing or categorizing it according to what we call is the ABC.
Yes.
What will be A, what will be C, what will be C, and
Hmm.
to what the criteria you determine or you categorize your inventory. The inventory, so some companies categorize it according to the consumption or the sales traffic. So the item with high traffic, we should keep it near to the packing stations for faster and minimal walking distance. Other
Right.
companies have to do it in another way, like for the uh, how critical is the item. So if you are selling something like gold or mobile phones or high value items, you should
Yeah.
keep it in a very safe area.
Yeah.
So you can categorize according to the item value. The
Hmm.
other thing, you can categorize also according to the product size. If you are selling a bulk product or white goods product, and also you sell small products, this need to be in some areas that the forklift operator can go and pick it easily and move freely inside the warehouse. The other products, it needs to be segregated or ready for the hand picking for the normal users.
Hmm.
About the inventory management or the inventory allocation and the workflow, the designing of the aisles, the how do we shape and how do we control the flow of the in and out flow. This affecting the baking speed. This first. Second, the tools, the item identification affects the the accuracy of the picking. I
Hmm.
know for Jumia, Jumia has a great feature in the inventory management. We're using what we call is unique ID, unique identification for each piece, not for
Okay.
not for the whole SKU. Let's say you have 10 pieces of iPhone 17 color. Each piece of the 10 pieces have has a single unique ID specific to it.
Mm-hmm.
This helps us control this single piece from the first point of entering the warehouse till delivery and in case of return. So it
Mm-hmm.
makes you sure, well, this product got it from which vendor, because you have, let's say, 3 or 4 vendors selling you the same product. So you can determine exactly which vendor sold you this product. You can control and get the history of all the technical issues you faced, all the picking and packing process, who's the one did it. If it went wrong or went correct, you can control and you can build the KPI clearly and transparently for everyone.
Right. Yeah. So that's
After
that's the
picking,
whole thing.
yeah, after
Mhm.
picking, we started the packing process. The packing process also we made challenges. Challenges also it's mainly human. Like the guy packed 2 wrong items together instead of other items. He makes a product or put
Mhm.
a wrong product in the box. It's mainly human errors. Also, they can do mistakes in something like sticking the way bill. Let's say this customer A and this customer B. Sometimes they mix it. Uh, and the final thing or the final part is the you can say the sorting center or the distribution center, which is responsible for getting all these shipments from the warehouse and start segregation or for the third party logistics partners who are responsible to deliver for specific cities or areas according to our contract.
Mhm.
I see the key point, the key solution or يعني, the technology
I was
for the
gonna say
warehouse
that. Yeah.
management today. Yes, the key to solve most of these issues, especially for our countries, is the technology. The
Yeah.
technology or the good software actually it controls everything, because you will not make sure you will not need to ask the guy to think to do it his way and the other one to
Exactly.
his way. So whenever you have a clear, smooth, direct technology that putting or drawing the outline for every process, you will not get not to take any care about it anymore. Let's say
Right.
that the making guy or the receiving guy, he have to do this task. If the process itself already designed, already sorted in this technology tool or software or whatever, he cannot do mistakes even if he try. And if he tries to make it, it's clearly defined that it's his issues. A lot of
Right.
companies today using Google Sheets or manual work or blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might doesn't know even they have the issue. They might the issue
I
is
have
there,
no idea. No.
but they don't have any idea that
Yeah,
do we have the issue in the first place.
exactly.
So I see the key is the technology. So whenever or you do your best to train the people, good qualified people. You, you design the hard work area or you build a good workflows. This is great. But
Mhm.
if you miss the technology part or the tech part, because we are human, the
Yeah.
mistake will always happen.
Yeah. Exactly. Very well said. That was really good. Thank you for guiding me through the whole process and like all the pain points. That's really good. That's what I kind of imagined, specifically in e-commerce as well, because things needs to go out way quicker. Like every second counts. So you don't really have, I feel like, option to have the human errors. I don't think you have the option to let, the like basically the warehouse worker to think, okay, where is he going to put this? Where he's going to do that? Like I think at this day and age, you gotta have like a mobile solution, some sort of software that would speed that whole thing up. Just because, just like you said, like when he puts something away, now he needs to go put that back, put that manually into the ERP system, the backend system, whatever. That's also spending a lot of time. Then you have a human error there. So it's essentially from like everything we talked about, from receiving to like when you actually dispatch the final, like the product. There's a lot of gray zones where human errors are the ones who are causing all these disruptions in the operations. It seems so. That's what I kind of came up with from
Yes.
that. The one thing I wanted to ask, you said on the one of the companies there that they did have some sort of system. Was it they were just tagging it manually, or was it like some kind of barcode scanning solution? Just kind of curious on that.
For all the companies I worked for, they're using the barcode scanning for all the steps,
Nice.
except for Jumia. Jumia utilized the unique ID.
Uh
Not
huh.
they were not relying on the product barcode. They were
Uh huh.
relying on internal single unique ID for each product. So when we start the receiving process, the first
Mm-hmm.
step in Jumia, we receive all the products, we do the counting, we do the inspection, we do everything related to the vendor. Once the product is ready to be put away, we
Mm-hmm.
print our own labels from the system. The system already has the flow,
Yeah.
the actions to do just to create an inbound or a put away slots. You
Mm-hmm.
have to print these labels and you have to stick it to each unit.
Right.
Then move this unique IDs. Now it's clear how many products you received, how many labels you get, how many items in your rack. Now
Yeah.
you need to move it to specific inventory slot. So whenever you go, the system
Yeah.
is waiting and alarming you. Where did you going to put it? Or after you put it, you have to scan the location to ensure that you put these products in this location.
In the
So
right.
everything is going, yes, it going by the barcode scanning. One of
Mm-hmm.
the projects I tried to launch for Jumia was
Mm-hmm.
around more than 50, 5 years ago. I was thinking about utilizing the RFID.
Oh, okay. Tell me about that.
Uh,
That's interesting.
yes, this is an idea I tried to apply, but it was something expensive.
Very
What I'm
expensive.
talking about, the, each order after we do the packing, after we do the packing, I was thinking to put an RFID label or tag inside the shipments.
Like on the pallet.
No, no, inside the order, each order.
Oh, like for the
Each,
whole order. Okay.
yeah, yes, for each specific order, it
Mm-hmm.
will be tagged using RFID. For what? Currently, or normally, what happens in the e-commerce operations after you pack, let's say 1,000 order, what's happening? The guy take the each order manually and is to just conduct the handover process between warehouse team and the logistics team, which is started by something called the sorting center team.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, you have to receive it. After receiving it, the logistics department starts their work. Before this receiving, they don't know anything about the shipment. So
Ah.
after you process the shipment, okay, it's bagged, everything is okay, but the item or the product is still in the warehouse ownership. Now
Mm.
we need to move this 1,000 of 2,000 or whatever the number of orders to the next team. So what I was thinking about is to have RFID inside each order. So instead of letting the guy start scanning one by one order using the barcode, I was thinking to build something like a box with RFID detectors,
Mm-hmm.
put let's say 500 orders in a big container, just to take it from here in a big basket, put it in this detection zone, detection box, just in one touch, it will capture what orders inside this box and
Mm.
move to the next step.
I see.
This
So
one of the
extra
things.
step of confirmation at the end, just to be like, we got all the orders. Now we can hand them off. I see.
Exactly. I also thought about using it in our own trucks. After you do the sorting and you determine or your you segregate the products according to the delivery zone or the third party logistics responsible for some areas. After do the segregation, you do the handover also. So you again you scan every shipment again just to make sure you did the handover to them. I also
Mm-hmm.
thought about getting this stand detectors to be put inside the truck and also get the product in a bulk, all the shipments in a bulk, and just put it once and in 1 second to be captured. But the problem was the cost, because the label was costing around $1 at the time, and it was something costly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree. Understood. So that's interesting that you even tried with RFID. But then at the end of the day, why didn't you implement it? Is it just because it was too expensive or something else?
Yes, the
Okay,
cost. Yes, the cost.
just the cost. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, since we're talking about like, some systems and stuff like that, were there any specific systems running across these operations? So you're saying they all had some sort of systems like barcoding and stuff. Was there anyone that let you down? Had some issues that you're like, okay, this is not a good software. You don't need to call out names. We don't need to do that. But just curious of maybe some features that you're like, okay, this is like I wish this was there. It's just not working the way you're expecting it.
In the e-commerce industry in Egypt, for me, Jumia was the perfect. Yani for
Mm,
they know exactly how the e-commerce to be run.
okay.
They make their own software. The software runs in around 15 countries. So
Nice.
it was really great, and it built specifically for the e-commerce operation. This is
Mm,
for only for Jumia. But for the other companies I work for, they are using regular ERPs and customize it to fulfill the e-commerce, which is
uh,
something not that good enough,
not the right
or
way.
not that way. Yeah, it's built for all the ERPs, mainly to now. I think number one in Egypt now is Odoo, according
Yeah.
to the cost. Odoo is working fine for the regular operations or the traditional work, but it
Exactly.
doesn't support you to do the pick pack ship as fast as possible for the e-commerce specifically. I, s-
Right.
I know, or I see they are working on it, and now they integrate website or storefront module in their modules, and they're working. But I don't see the development in the operation side.
Mm,
It is still
yeah.
the same process to receive, to pack, to move the product. It's still the same, which is not good enough for the e-commerce specifically.
I agree with you. I my note on that is that Odoo focuses on like it's a great system, but they focus on the ERP side of things, and that's where I feel like guys like we come in perfectly because we actually connect to Odoo, where like they're not focused on doing like a WMS, they're not focused on doing, as you said, specifically something for e-commerce. They just have an ERP system. That's all they do. They're not trying to invest their money into making something specifically for that niche unless they see a clear value that they're going to get back from it. So
Yes, they are selling an ERP. Yes, exactly, but
that's it.
not, yes, not at detailed for in each module. They are not detailed enough. Yes, we have
Exactly.
WS. We have WS. Yani for the simplest things, all the system till today they don't have cycle count function inside the inventory management.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, yeah, I know.
You are aware?
Compared us, I've compared us to a lot of like big guys, like even like some like you'd be surprised, like SAP, Oracle. There's like Odoo is big, obviously as well, but like yeah, you'd be surprised. You get into the actual like ERP system, and there's not things that you'd be like, well, are there locations there? Like Odoo has that, obviously, but some other systems that I've seen, they don't have locations, they don't have batches, they don't have serial
Wow,
numbers, just like you mentioned. And now you're starting to think, you're like, well, but like, how do I do that then? Like, like, what are we doing?
it's a standard.
Yeah, it's like basic things that everybody uses, like you would think, but no. So that's very interesting that you mentioned that. That's really cool. Okay, cool. As far as just like on the systems, I think we covered it pretty good. I think. Is there anything like how can I say it? Yeah, I guess let's just do it like this. If you were starting fresh tomorrow on a new like e-commerce operation, would what would you set up before even taking like any orders? Like, is there like maybe specific systems and like specific you can get into like maybe there's like the people factor that you would want to get everybody set up. What would you do like if you started fresh like tomorrow, based on your experience, of course?
The most important things, as I mentioned, is to have the right technology.
Technology.
Uh, yes, the right technology that serves this field or this niche of product.
Mm-hmm.
Like am I going to run a B2B business, or it's a FMCG product, or just backup stations system, whatever. So I must have the right technology at the first place.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most important point. According to this technology, I will
Mm-hmm.
build the operation on the floor, because since it's a great great technology. It's covering what I need. It understands how the business run. So I will follow this. I will make my people follow this, since we have a strategy already there. If it's not there, and we cannot pay for it, or whatever the reasons,
Mm-hmm.
always the case that you try to do your best to handle it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's get Magento to for the web store. Okay, let's get Odoo for the operation, but we'll have to add some extensions to support the specific areas. Let's get some Indian people to do the customization for a specific scenario inside our operation. This is
Mm-hmm.
always what happens all the way.
I see. I see. That's interesting that you mentioned that. I've heard a lot of people say that they first you got to get like the people set up, like like the basic processes without any kind of technology, and only then kind of layer it on. And it's interesting that you have like a different side of things where I kind of agree with you more because maybe back in the day it would make sense because the technology wasn't that great. But right now it seems like yeah, you can actually like just like you said, pick the right technology specifically for your operations the way like it has to be niche. I completely agree with you. I would even say it needs to be tailored specifically to that business 100%. And if that solution is available, then you most likely could actually implement the solution first and then teach people like already on a good workflow because the system is doing the work for you, right? Like it's thinking for you. So um so it is an option as well.
Yes, as exactly as you explained, for me, for example, for anyone who's going to work for a very small company in e-commerce,
Mm-hmm.
you go, you put your ideas, you put your actions, you take the actions, you do what is in your head. The same, your teammate also do the same. Other do the same. But compare this, if me or my teammate are going to work for Amazon, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I will not do anything. I will go follow what Amazon do and learn what they do, because they are now the top tier. They already reached the top
I
level
see.
of the e-commerce. So if I manage to understand what you're doing and follow it, what you're doing, it's a great learning for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I will not do much more than them.
Right. Yeah, because well,
So
it's
exactly
Amazon.
that technology, yes, the same point for the technology. If I have the right technology, which
Yeah.
do this thing the right way, fast as possible, or with the minimal manpower, so
Mm-hmm.
I have to follow this technology. Whenever you have, the most challenges we are facing in Egypt, and I think also for
Yes.
other countries, not Egypt, is that change. People,
Yes.
yes, are not willing to change. So when
People
let's
don't
say,
want to change. Yeah.
yes, whenever you get new technology or new software, whatever is it, even it's SAP for accounting, for example. When
Mm-hmm.
you telling, hi guys, we want to make your life easier. We got you very 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 expensive software that
Mm-hmm.
help you work smoothly and help the company to watch and monitor the KPIs and everything. The first thing you face, no, it's bad. You cannot do it. We don't do this way. We do it the other way. We do it like other way. You have to leave your way and you to follow this, because I'm telling you, this is the god of this function. This is how the accounting should work. Whatever
Right.
it's a good thing. But now this kind of development, this kind of a change to better scenarios. What you do today in 1 hour, it will take 5 minutes. According to this, what you can do today using Excel, it's already integrated in this system. But you have to follow 1, 2, 3. If you match it,
Yeah.
or you accepted this change, will be in a different, better area tomorrow. But the change itself uh, is always not acceptable, and it is something you will face difficulties to to
Yeah.
to transform from the current situation, whatever is it. even it's the worst scenario to better scenario.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree with that. The adaptability in the training is becomes very, very tedious. I actually spoke earlier in the week with one of the experts also on that part, and we've came down to the fact that you gotta be able to explain to the people that have been doing things, all the time. Like for the past 10 years, he's doing the thing every single time, the same day. Sorry, the same thing every single day. He thinks this is the only, like, it's top notch work. You can't get any better. But then you tell him, okay, well, there's like, now we're gonna have like software. Now you're gonna have like a mobile handheld that you're gonna have to do. And he's like, why do I want to do that, right? So what we've came down to is it seems to be that you gotta listen to the people, like the actual operators on the floor. If we're talking about operators, I kind of shifted a little bit from accounting, but you get the point. If we take those guys and we include them in the conversation earlier and hear what their issues are, like why are they afraid of the system, like maybe there are some issues currently, like maybe like what do you want to achieve with this, maybe, and then you tell them like, hey, don't be afraid, it will make you faster, it'll make your life easier, like, hey, look, the system is guiding you to go there, you don't need to walk to the desktop, for example, to access SAP, print the purchase order, blah blah blah. It's just all on the mobile device, for example, and yeah, it seems like that's the best way to get people who are refusing to change, to get them actually to quickly adapt to the new system, is just to kind of
Yes, I
hear,
agree with you.
yeah, just
Yeah,
hear them. Yeah, like what do they
yeah.
want? And
We are trying to, yes, to convince them with that it's in your sake. It's
yeah,
good for you. It will help you. It will reduce your
exactly,
time. So you take your time just to convince them about the change.
exactly,
This is something like afraid of a change as a principle, not about they didn't try it. You didn't see how what it gives you. They are not
exactly,
talking about yes, the features or whatever it's missing. No, is it about the change itself?
exactly. Yeah, because I've seen a lot of times that instead of going this route that we just went over, the leadership sometimes will just not say anything. Then all of a sudden they say like, okay, here's the device, here's the new system, start using it, and they're like, what
No,
are
no,
we
no.
doing? You know, so
Yes,
you can't go like that. And of course, in that case, if that's the case, then they're that I would say that refusal to change is going to be actually exponentially even growing against you. So,
exactly. Yes, you can. Yeah, you have to bridge it smoothly. Yes, to
yeah.
take them from whatever today and convince them, give them try, test it. One of my friends
Mhm.
told me that they moved from some software to SAP.
Okay.
He tells me our company was totally disrupting and they're refusing the SAP. I tell him why, how you how you you refuse SAP? It's a great software. It's the
Yeah.
most or the perfect يعني,
Yeah. Like
software
top of
today.
the line. Yeah.
Why? Yes, why? Telling me the change is the problem.
Mm.
Whenever you tell you have to change this or to do something,
Yeah.
he told me what the company owner make. He used the both systems on parallel,
Oh,
and
yes. Yeah.
he told them you will get the training, you will know the new system, and you know how it works, and you will work on a parallel for around 2 or 3 months. You have
Oh,
to place all the orders twice. You will have to do
no.
all actions twice. He hired some people just to help them to stay in the company for the 2 months to show them you have what you did here. You have to
Hmm.
replicate here for 1 or 2 months to ensure and to try or to test
Hmm.
this gives you the same functionality. After these 2 months, everything was fine, but of course it's costly and double work. But
Yeah.
they just the company owner told them, if you don't do this in both systems, I will cut it from your KPIs.
Oh,
This yeah, how did he implement it? Finally, he
yeah.
implemented it, and it was great feature for them. They selling fabric materials.
Okay.
So to control the fabric materials in the warehousing, it's something disaster because you are controlling something called the pack. The pack is around 50 meters, but the factory not always produce it in 50 meters. Sometimes 54, 53, or 49.
Hmm.
Some customers can order only 20 meters out of this bag. So you are the what is it called, the measuring units is a lot, pack and meter and the different weights is a lot of things. If they don't have SAP or something professional enough,
Yeah,
they cannot control their inventory.
absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. That's a very interesting story, actually, that you mentioned. Because yeah, as I was just saying, I was talking with another expert just earlier in the week. We covered that as well, but he said that it's a good way to do like two systems in parallel, but not when you're doing twice the work. It's just more of like, it's kind of like a backup. So like the old system doesn't break, it's just you keep on doing that. But he said like it shouldn't be longer than 2 to 4 weeks. Otherwise, like exactly what you just said, that people are gonna go crazy and they're gonna start leaving the work. So
Yes, this is not correct way, but he finds a lot of objection. Uh, as per my friend, yeah, he said
mhm,
the owner have decided to do this. Actually, the data was already ready in the new system because it's just migration from the old system to the new one. So you have the stocks, you have the users, you have the actions, you have the balances for each customer. Everything is ready already on the new system, but he
yeah,
just want to tackle the objection of the users, of the objections of his staff. So the function blah, blah, blah is not there. I cannot find it. It's not
yeah,
here. It takes a lot of time. Is it? They they don't know about the accuracy or the new volume of the details the new system offer that the company need. Maybe as a user you don't need. Maybe you see it from your perspective or from your level, but for the whole company, it's something important to understand how many meters exactly of product X or product Y,
mhm,
because one of the things, I tell you some technical part of the fabric industry. Let's say you like your T-shirt, for example, the fabric of your T-shirt today, they produced batch number one with the beige color.
mhm,
Whenever you produce another patch from the same product, same material, same colors, everything, it will never be the same color tone.
right, yeah,
It's different. It's always different. That is why you need to ensure how many meters exactly of batch one, how many meters exactly of batch two.
mm,
So you don't sell two different batches for the same user or the same customer. You are
oh,
telling him, okay, now today we have this specific quantity of this color. If it's enough for you, it's okay. If you need more than this, we have to produce a new batch for you to cover the
right,
whole quantity in the same tone. Without SAP, they never do this, and you will never know which batch number has specific quantity, which batch number has this quantity, and
uh,
you can mix all of them. The customer, for example, in the furniture production, you can get some fabric products. You start after you cut the fabrics and you start put it on the sofa. You will find that you put something on the two-bed sofa and the other color for the single chair sofa. You look at
it's
them at,
different.
at the bed, yes, after you cut and already manufacture and finalize the installation of the sofa. You look
Mhm,
at them, you find, oh, it's a different color. How come? The same color, the same company, the same provider, the same everything, but the batch
wow,
number is different.
wow. I never like got into that part. I actually never thought of that like that. That's crazy. I never
SAP
thought of it.
covers this.
That's really nice. That's actually really good.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just the material handling has to be right on point. I just never thought of on the coloring stuff. I don't know, for some reason in my view, I guess I just thought that they can make exactly the same color all the time. I don't know why.
No, no, no.
That's something new. So you learn something new every day. So thank you for
Yes.
that. Well, I learned something new. That's interesting. So, yeah, that's very important then to be able to track that. Otherwise, I can also imagine that you probably be losing a lot of materials if you're not tracking it properly because you tried to do this right, and then it's like the wrong color. You just have to throw away materials now, basically.
You not destroy that, but you sell it for the customer who asked for a specific quantity. Let's say you have
Yeah.
20 packs, and one customer need 2 packs, 3 packs, 4 packs. It's okay. because they are
Yeah, yeah.
the same batch. But if you get customer who wants to buy 100 pack and you
Well, yeah,
already
they
have
want to have a
50,
big order. Yeah.
yes, the big orders is the issue. But you don't lose anything, but you just ensure your customer has the right color tone
Hmm.
before using. Because the problem always happen before SAP, it tells me, before SAP, the customer already got the bags and we already do the transportation. We start, he cuts everything, and because you cut in a bulk. So
Yeah.
you get, for example, 50 packs, each pack 50 meter. You do all of them at once on the machine, cut everything. After this cutting, you find, oh, this batch is different than this one.
Yeah.
You imagine the cost of this return on the reinstall or refabric this. It's
Yeah.
a big issue.
That's exactly what I actually meant. Yeah, is that it just
Yeah,
becomes a huge issue because the material is like you're kind of stuck with it. Yeah, you can sell it, you can make it a bit of a discount, but if like you have a customer that wanted like 100 of them, you made 100 of them, and let's say you don't have enough material with that specific color, now you're kind of like stuck because he needs
exactly.
100 of the same color, but like well, sorry, but you made like 90 of them, whatever.
Yes, this always
So,
happen not only in the fabric, also in if you know the MDF uh, layered wood. Like
oh, the
look,
MDF, yes, yes, the wooden, yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
the wood. If you look at your desk, you can see some
Yes,
kind
the MDF,
of
yes, yes, yeah.
cover. Yes, is there is some kind of cover called the melamine or they call it I think HDF or some type of cover like a decoration paper that
Yeah,
they stick to the surface of the wood. Also,
yeah.
this one must be the same. It's also affected by the batch number, and also you can
Ah,
find some differences. If you notice this is in your office, look at all the
right.
desks. Yes, you might find difference.
I see that. I've seen that before. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. It's like it's almost the same color. It's exactly the same desk, but it's a little bit different. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's also something new that I learned today. Okay, so moving along because we've been going very good. It's been an awesome conversation. Just a couple of questions left. Just kind of bigger pictures. Zoom out a little bit. Um, if we're talking about like Egypt e-commerce. Where do you think it's heading in the next few years? Because from my side, from because we have some projects in Egypt, I've noticed there's a lot like it's a little behind on the technology specifically. Like there's still a lot of like big companies actually using spreadsheets. They use the disconnected scanners. Like they take the laptop, they put it in the cart, and they do like a scan with the laptop with the cart as they're picking. So it's that's what I've found. That's what I've seen personally. But anything that you think is changing in the Egyptian market for e-commerce specifically?
I think it will expand more and more, and it will become. I mean, I think in the next few years, it might be 30 to 40%, but
Nice.
I don't know exactly how long it will take. But I think 30 to 40% of our procurement will be done through the e-commerce due to
Nice.
many things. But this is from my perspective.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, the technology is the key, but here in Egypt they don't appreciate it enough. Why?
Yeah.
Because the manpower is much cheaper than the technology.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Many people think so. He
Yeah.
think if you are telling I will sell you my software for $1 million, it will do something like blah, 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 blah. He will just calculate it. How much do I pay for the guy who do this
Yes.
manually? Oh no, no, I don't need your software. You
Yes.
are too expensive.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I really hope that people like change that mentality because at the end of the day, I've sat down with a lot of people where it's like, yeah, same thing with I've noticed in the Indian market, same thing. Like I've had a client who likes the system, everything like that, but she tells me like, can you beat, like he said something like, okay, I'm not gonna recall the exact numbers, but he was saying, can you beat this because this is what I'm gonna pay for these extra two guys. If you can't beat that, I like it's okay. It's okay that I have mistakes. It's okay. Human errors is fine. It's like, well. there's not much you can do here. You just got, it's just a mentality. I feel like that. I hope more and more countries, more and more regions will adapt and understand that at the end of the day, if you invest today, it's not like, we're not talking about $1 million, but it's like you could actually invest like $10,000, and that will, you'll actually see the ROI within like half a year. So it's like, but it's just, I think honestly, I think it comes back to refusal to change and refusal to like adapt. So they kind of feel like they feel in a comfort zone almost, like they keep on doing the things, like it is bringing them money to the owners, and um
It's a mentality,
yeah,
as you
yeah.
said.
So it works. Why do we need to do anything if it works? So
Exactly. But
yeah.
you know, when they are facing the real problem, when it comes to the real problem arise,
Hmm.
they do everything. But
Yes,
after this, you know, even for the government,
that's very true.
we
Very
don't
true.
we don't do any preventive or
Yeah.
يعني pre the issue actions. We wait for the issue to happen first, then
Yes.
let's accept. Oh, we have a trouble in this system. Okay, let's get the new system and pay as whatever they require.
That's very true. Yeah, I've seen that many, many times. I would actually just to add to that, I think that's actually when people change. I feel like a lot of times I've seen in different regions, like in Europe, in Asia, in the MENA region, in Eurasia, the whole region, is that the only change actually comes after everything went really bad. That's
Yes,
basically what happens. It's like,
the
okay, now we
implementation
need to fix
becomes
this.
yeah, exactly, and the
Yeah.
implementation becomes very difficult.
Yes,
That's
because it's
why
like,
I told you, yeah, when you asked me what the first thing to do is to have to write technology first, because
yes,
I will not
exactly.
go with any something like migration, integration, fixing, getting the data. No, no, no. I start fresh first as the
Yeah,
correct thing. Then I apply everything according to the system. But
exactly.
if are waiting to the issues to happen, the stock is run out, we cannot control the stock, the movement, the orders, the history, whatever. To move this to the new system, it becomes something يعني, like impossible.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, and I've seen most of the time it actually just happens like as amazing as it is. Like most of the people I talk to, like I'd say 8 out of 10 of them, well not eight, but let's say 60 to 70% of the clients, the partners that like we talk to, they like usually they come with the fact like we need this done today. Like this needs to be done like okay, 2 months tops. So you already know that they were like they didn't well let me phrase it like this, they were already thinking that there might be issues in the future, but they keep on delaying it till later, next year, next year, next year. Then everything, it hits the fan. It's just bad. Everything is just like they're stuck. And now they urgently get this task from the leadership. Go find a inventory management system. Go find this, do that. And it's like, what are the deadlines? I asked them. It's like, 2 weeks. It's like, you can't do that in 2 weeks, and only that 20-30%, I would say, are people who are slowly, they're like, hey Stan, we're starting to scale, we do see the human errors, like it's the orders are getting a bit too much, SKUs, the warehouses, we're opening another warehouse, we're slowly thinking of implementing a solution. ERP works, human errors are there, we're working on Excel sheets, but we already know that we need to change. And it's like, that's the best way to do it, I would say. Like for any people out there watching, if you would rather take it slow, understand how everything works, where you need to implement proper technology, proper software solutions, and only then, act. Not act when everything is already bad. That's not the right way to do it.
I hope everyone understands this point.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Okay. So yeah, just last question, I guess, from me is just kind of more personal, I guess. Looking back at all the companies that you work with, your experience, what's the one thing you're proudest of? Like, what's the most thing that you're proud of?
Uh, for me,
Could be anything.
uh, I'm thinking always about making the team life easier.
Nice.
Yes, this is the one of the things I don't care about how much volume we or how many orders we we shaped how many inventory we keep.
Hmm.
This is great things, of course, but one of the most important for me is to do this while making the people happy, and they do it happily in a good environment,
Hmm.
transparent operation, learning curve going up for everyone. This is I become so happy when I remove an obstacle or extra work from someone, whoever who is in my
Hmm.
team, not on my team. Uh, this is one of the things that I appreciate, and I like it very much to make every yani, whoever my teammate life easier. If
That's
this
awesome.
takes you one day, you can reduce it to half a day due to this change. This is the things I like to do.
That's awesome. That's that's great. That is actually very well said. So it's numbers is second, people first. Like that's all
Exactly,
I'm hearing. That's very man.
exactly,
That's awesome. That's really good. I think a lot of people will agree with you and feel like that's the right approach. You got to focus on the people first and then the numbers. Because if from my experience, if the team is happy, if there's good communication, there's no kind of like kind of internal frictions going on between leadership and the warehouse, for example. If everyone is happy, good communication is there, the business is going to thrive. You're going to get more better numbers. That's just the way it goes. So
exactly. When the team is happy, as you said, for example, in some days of the operation, the curiosity were down. And we
yeah,
had an warehouse in not a good area, so the curiosity were down. Imagine
exactly.
if the team is not uh, يعني not happy enough or not supporting enough, they will wait for that electricity to come. But everyone go and check what he can do without the electricity. So I can, for
Yeah.
example, prepare something. I will get everything ready before the picking work. My laptop has the battery still work. I can do some picking. This is, as you said, according to people. So if you have the right people, uh, gives them the rights, the transparency, the good environment to work. Of
Exactly.
course, you can pass everything. You can pass the change for new software. You can pass the peak times. You can pass lack of even of technology.
Yeah.
يعني,
Yeah.
you can do it manually. But if the team is not happy, by the way, يعني, my I face many problems or challenges
Oh yeah.
for my personal life
Uh-huh.
is to balance between what the management requires,
Hmm.
how this affects the team on the floor.
Right.
I have, for example, 300 people working under me, and the management doesn't care about their life,
Yeah. Yeah.
rights, or whatever. They just care about how many orders picked, how many orders packed. But I
Hmm.
always try to get the rights. For example, some companies doesn't care about the extra work, the extra hours they work. We don't care to pay it for them. Let's work for off days, but we don't pay as triple pay or double pay for. So how can the guy be committed to do all this? You have to get to pay him. You have to care about him. You have to give him the rights, his rights, to give
Yeah.
you the performance you like. So what I'm facing, the challenge I always face is to transfer or to balance between the management and my team.
Mm, I see. Very well said. Yeah, so that balance is really good. You gotta achieve that, and that's hard. I can imagine that's very hard because yeah, like you have sometimes management that just doesn't really care, as you mentioned. They want the numbers. They want the analytics, the numbers, the reports. That's it. But they don't care like that worker something happened maybe like in his family something personal. So that's why he's not doing so well today. He's not picking like 100 orders like yesterday. He's only doing like 50. It's like so yeah. Again, comes back to communication and having everybody on the same
Yes,
kind of team. Like it's not separations where it's like okay, you guys are doing this, you guys are doing that. We don't really care about each other. Everybody's got to be like as a
yes,
one family, team kind of thing.
exactly. When I build my capacity plan, I consider adding some buffer. number for emergencies, for any kind of like this. This, for example, auto management, high, when I talk to them, let's say, for example, we need 100 employee to do this operation. I make
Mm-hmm.
it, for example, 105, 110. They tell me, why? You are costing us a lot. You are
Mm-hmm.
costing more. I'm telling them, I have to cost you more to to make these people work freely in case
Yeah,
of emergency. They are people. Everything could happen for you, for me, for any of our families. So we have to care about this point. That is why I build this. Whenever they work for extra time, I go to discuss with the HR team, telling them and fight for them to pay them every single minute they work it as extra.
mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if you don't pay them today, they will not work tomorrow. Whenever you
Right.
ask them to work extra, they will tell you, no, I have something personal. I have to leave now. I cannot do this. So it have to, yeah, we have to be fair. Of course, we are working for performance. Of course, we are here in the warehouse to
Yeah,
to perform orders, to pick and pack and ship. Of course, that is why we are all here, for the business success, for the
exactly.
order fulfillment, for the customer. Of course, we are here, but it's different. How should we do this?
Mm-hmm.
We do it the right way. We have KPIs. We measure everything, and we do the penalties. We do the rewarding system and the penalty system. Everything is there, but we
Yeah,
have to be fair.
exactly. Yeah, it's got to be a good balance. And I've always said, and I've always felt like if the business is growing, if everyone treats all the departments, all the different levels, um, with respect, with common kind of understanding that if the business grows, it's not just that one guy is growing, making more money. Everybody's making more money. Everyone can scale. Everybody can grow within the company. And I feel like that those are, in my personal experience, of the best companies, and they actually succeed very well. Because as you said, if the team is happy, no matter what kind of the issue is, they will work together to resolve that and overcome those issues. So
Exactly.
perfect.